For he put on righteousness as a breastplate, and an helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing, and was clad with zeal as a cloak. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay. Fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion. And unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, saith the Lord, from henceforth and forever.
Shalom, all praises, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai Bashim Kadash, that belongs to elders inside taste to election. And yesterday I came, the watchman, driving back, the skies got really gray, really dark and gloomy, and then it started to thunder and heavy rains. And then it was just beautiful, man, talking to a couple people on my way on my journey back from camp. This one Jake with a mean pit bull dog, and he was like, "Oh, I'm scared," and I was like, "Man, I seen the lightning, man. It was cool." See, the elect, we're actually with the Lord in all aspects, with the thunder, the rain, the darkness, the gloomy, right, and the good, the fire, the sun, everything. And there's all kind of innumerable amounts of judgment going on. There was hail up down there in the south, hail. There was torrential floods killing people out all across the world, all kind of earthquakes and volcanoes. This is the time, man, of the end. And it's really marvelous in our eyes, and we have something that no one else has, which is faith, love, mercy, truth, and we have the Spirit of the Lord. Psalms 40 and verse 10, it says, "I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart." And a lot of guys, they do hide that. They hide back. They hide. They have secret love, which is not real love, and they hate the open rebuke. You see, a lot of guys is backwards. It's coming to find out. It says, "I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation. Withhold not thou thy tender mercies from me, O Lord. Let thy loving kindness and thy truth continually preserve me." So we're going to be preserved through all this chaos, destruction, and pollution, and all these plagues that's hitting the earth right now. It says, "For innumerable evils have compassed me about. Mine iniquities have taken hold upon me. So I'm not able to look up. They are more than the hairs of mine head. Therefore my heart faileth me. Be pleased, O Lord, to deliver me. O Lord, make haste to help me." And we're in the time of the Lord, the hastening of the Lord. While everyone is hastening after different gods, and they want to do this, they want to do that, we're hastening after the word, and Yahushai coming back. It says, "Let them be ashamed and confounded together that seek after my soul to destroy it. Let them be driven backward and put to shame that wish me evil." And that's what's happened to a lot of guys. They're actually being confounded. Guys in camps amongst this truth that came up against the righteous, came up against us. They're being driven backwards, man. They're not coming closer and more closer with the Lord. A lot of guys don't have an intimate relation with the Lord. You see, a lot of guys is very far. The wicked, matter of fact, let's go to Psalms as well. See, the wicked is far from the Lord's salvation. And that's how you're going to know who's wicked and who's righteous. Psalms 119 and verse 155 says, "Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes." Guys telling you don't get deep. Guys in all these camps, man. Great Millstone included. You see? And yeah, we give double honors where the honors is due, but we're not going to respect no man's persons to pervert judgment or to be accepted of men. See, Yahushua, he wasn't accepted of men. He was cast out the synagogue. He was hated. Same thing with us, because we speak the truth and not lies. You see? "Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord. Quicken me according to thy judgments. Many are my persecutors and mine enemies, yet do I not decline from thy testimonies." Which the Spirit of the Lord, the testimony of the Lord is the Spirit of Yahushua, Spirit of prophecy. And that's what the Lord told us and commanded us to do, to speak into our people's ears words of prophecy. John 18 and verse 6 says, I'll start verse 5. Then answered him Yahushua of Nazareth. Yahushua saith unto them, I am he. And Judas also, which betrayed him, stood with them. As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground. So as we're seeing, as we are also saying in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, that we are a part of the Lord. We are the house of David. We are the hopeful elect. You see, we are the Lord's servant. We are his friends. Let me get this precept as well. Guess what our enemies is doing? That want to lay their hands on us and throw us in jail and harm us. They're being driven backward. Psalms 119 and verse 125. I am thy servant. Give me understanding that I may know thy testimonies. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for that I made void thy law. You see that? And so the Lord's working a marvelous work. Though it be told you, you won't believe. And the works of the Lord is hidden. So if you ain't hidden in Yahushai, you see, if you're not hidden in Yahushai, you're not gonna be doing the work of the Lord sincerely and righteously. You're gonna be doing the work deceitfully. John 18 and verse 6. As soon as they had said unto them, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground. You see, so that same thing's happening now as we get closer towards the end. Psalms 40 and verse 15. Let them be desolate for a reward of their shame that say unto me, aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. You see, but I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinketh upon me. Thou art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarrying, O my power. So Lord, he's not tarrying no more. And like I said, right after I had camp, you know, the whole, you know, the whole vibe of the weather changed right then and there. Bang, like a snap of a finger. Just gray darkness came, lightning, thunder, heavy rains. You see, and people had to take cover. You see. And it's beautiful, man, because right when I got my whip, I looked up and I looked up into the sky, because our redemption draws nigh, and I saw lightning. Right when I got off the car, I looked up, I seen light. It was beautiful, man. Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put on off from day to day. For suddenly, see, that's how the Lord's gonna come, as a thief. When you least expect it, that's why you always be on your guard, on your watch. Suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Because why? You weren't being watchful, you weren't being vigilant to know the state of a flux. Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, which this is this corrupted world. This money is the root of all evil. This money is gotten by deceit. It says, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. That's the days we're coming into. You see, and riches don't profit nothing. You see, Isaiah 45 and verse 24. Surely shall one say, not the multitude. The multitude is going to perish, man. And a lot of camps going to be swallowed up whole, just like in number 16. It says, surely shall one say, in Yahweh have I righteousness and strength. Even to him shall men come, and all that are incensed against him shall be ashamed. So a lot of guys, you came up against us. You are ashamed. You're ashamed of the Lord. You're ashamed of the gospel. You're ashamed of us, his fellow prisoners. Let's just get that word for ashamed real quick, because that's what a lot of guys are that have this truth and they hold this truth in unrighteousness. They don't hold it in the spirit of Yahushai. So that word ashamed is a Hebrew word bawash, meaning to delay. Whew. You see, the Lord said, don't put off from day to day. Be disconcerted, disappointed of, you see. To be ashamed before one another, right? And a lot of guys are going to be found, what? Naked. And the Lord said, don't put out wisdom before it's too late, which a lot of guys are going to come to find out that they're doing. Let me get this in Sirach. All right, Ecclesiastes 22 in verse 6 says, we'll read this one. It says, a tale out of season is as music in mourning, but stripes and correction of wisdom are never out of time. So it's always the right time to give those stripes, those correction, the rod of rebuke. stripes, and correction of wisdom are never out of time. And when you go to also, there's another one. Sirach 32:4 says, pour not out words where there is a musician, and show not forth wisdom out of time. So a lot of guys are going to be what? This time is going to run out for them. And when you go to Revelation, they're arrogant in their mind because they think in their mind that they're perfect and they're covered. But they're really covered in a strange apparel. Revelation 3:16. So then because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. So guys, they're blind, leaders of the blind. They're poor in the spirit, but the rich in this world. You see, and they're naked, man. Just like when the Israelites made themselves naked when they made them calves and worshiped them. Said, these are the gods that delivered us out of Egypt. And that's what guys are falling into, idolatry. You see, Isaiah 45:25. And the Lord shall all the seed of Israel be justified and shall glory, right? And what seed is that? The elect. That have Yahushua in them, and they're actually growing in the Lord, in the garden of the Lord. You see, Psalm 71 in verse 7 says, I am as a wonder unto many. You know, we're strange. We don't look like we're in a, we look out of place. We look, not of this world, because we're not. But thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise, and with thy honor all the day. Verse 10, for mine enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, God hath forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O power, be not far from me, O my God. Make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed that are my adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. Just gonna keep on increasing, getting louder and louder, more clear. Because right now we're looking through a glass darkly. You see? Once Yahushua comes, we're gonna see him as he is. Psalm 71 and verse 15, my mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. And our power is a very jealous power. He said, make not mention of any other gods out of your mouth, which got a lot of guys. That's what they do. All right, this is Job 15 and 13 says, that thou turnest thy spirit against God, and lettest such words go out of thy mouth. See, so you could be condemned by the words you speak, and you'll be justified by the words you speak if you're saying these words in the power and the sincerity, or if you're just faking it, man. You're being a hypocrite, which is many of those. Exodus 23:13, and in all things I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. So you're supposed to be a virgin, chaste. Only have one thing on your mind and on your tongue and your mouth. Isaiah 41 and verse 11, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing. And that's why these guys, they have all these breakdowns and prophecies and this, that, and third, and everyone loves them, this, that, and third. But they're the Pharisees and chief elders and the wicked that just murdered Yahushua and the prophets. And it's heavy too, because them being nothing, right? 1 Corinthians 13, that's why they speak of nothing, like Jaffa and the heathens that are spittle and don't matter. It says, they shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them and shalt not find them, even them that contended with thee, right? Those that have forsaken the law, that praise the wicked, and we contend with you guys. They that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. You see, that's just want to bring that out real quick. It's just never ending, man. Rivers of living water. And I'm gonna get out of here, man. Lord willing. You was edified. Giving all praise, glory, honor, fear, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai. Bashim, Kakadash. Hey, destruction, demise, you guys being confounded and ashamed of the Lord. and consumed by the voice and mouth of the Lord. And strength, power, and increase to the true man of the Lord. We're going to praise the Lord more and more. And not stop. And not turn back. Hey, shalom.